Hare Krishna. So many a times we see that mind is not allowing us to chant. Why? Because mind does not want you to do anything, and especially spiritual activity. So we see that how, just few decades back, how people would just stick to one thing and practice it for years and years and years and for entire life, whether be it a job, be it a business, you know, anything. But today, everything we want to change. The mind will tell you, change your mobile, change your house, change your external situation, whatever is possible, your car. Similarly, mind will also cheat you while chanting. Prahlad Maharaj says in Srimad Bhagavatam that just by changing the external situation, your happiness will have no effect. Because this happiness or distress is fixed due to your karma. Wherever you sit, you'll still be happy, you'll still be unhappy, whatever you are destined. So if we really want to find happiness, we have to change the internal things, not the external. And how to change that internal? So mind is jumping up and down like monkey. It's disturbing continuously. So what's the thing we need to do is to control the mind. That is how we change internal. And how to control the mind? The most effective and best process is to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sometimes we say that, we see that we are sitting and chanting. And after some time, maybe after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, mind will say, it's not, I'm not feeling very good here. Let me go and sit there and chant. So you shift and you start chanting. Again, mind will say, oh, it's too much noise from outside. Okay, let me go and sit there. Then you sit on another place. Then again, mind will say that, it's like too stuffy. Early morning, very stuffy, I need fresh air. And then you will sit another place, but too many devotees chanting here. I cannot hear my chanting. I'm not able to focus. Then mind will tell you, okay, do one thing. Go out, fresh air, a lot of greenery, no noise, and chant. And then you go out. And then you start looking and admiring the nature. How Krishna has created beautiful flowers and leaves. And you start doing that. And eventually, your mind will take you to look at that building. Such a beautiful building. Now Krishna gone in background. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is already in background. Now you started looking at the building. Oh, I wish I could have a flat there. If I have money, I'll purchase a flat there. It's beautiful. So you see from where mind will take you and where you will land. Because mind does not want you to chant. So what's the solution? What is the solution? Solution is to kick the mind. As Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, beat the mind with shoes 100 times in the morning and with broom 100 times in the evening. What does it mean? Do we beat? No. It means ignore the mind. Don't listen to the mind. Let this rascal mind say anything. Don't act on it. Especially when you're practicing bhakti. When you're chanting, when you're reading, when you're hearing, don't think. Don't even look at the mind. Mind will keep giving you thought from different angle, different point of view. And mind is one entity. I'll tell you, one entity in the entire universe, which will never get tired. Mind never gets tired. You will get tired. Mind will never get tired. It's a potency of mind. It's not ordinary. So if we have to, improve our chanting, we need to bring discipline. That means you continue same thing year after year, decade after decade, maybe life after life. And that's what you're supposed to do. If you're purified, you still practice bhakti. If you're not purified, still practice bhakti. Mama janmani janmani ishware. Bhavatat bhakti rahitu kitvai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. Sometimes we at the sadhaka stage, we think, I want to get purified. I want to get purified. What is the process? You're chanting already. Just sit and chant. And mind does not want you to chant. So mind will tell you, go and ask Prabhuji. What is extra that I can do? What is that I can do extra? Something new? No. The disease of this material world is very old. It's an old disease. We are looking out for sense gratification. We have turned our face away from Krishna. It's the old disease. And the solution is also old. Bhakti, Krishna consciousness, chanting, reading Gita and Bhagavatam, serving Krishna, serving devotees. The disease is old, the solution is old. Nothing new will come. What we have to do, we have to take our bead bag and chant and sit and chant. After every few days, mind will say, oh, whether you are, sometimes mind will cheat you. Oh, you're chanting very nicely, very nicely. Now it's the time that you go to next stage. What is the next stage? You still chant. Prabhupada was still chanting. Mahaprabhu is chanting. So everyone is chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. What is the other stage? Mind will cheat you. Sometimes mind will discourage you. Actually, when mind will tell you that you are chanting nicely, you become elated. Wow, I am an advanced devotee. And that is where mind does not allow you to chant. Sometimes mind will tell you, what is the use of this chanting? You're not able to chant. You're sleeping. Your mind is getting distracted. Just leave. Sometimes mind will come and argue with you. Never argue with the mind, especially while chanting. Because mind will give one state and you will give counter state. Mind will give another counter statement and then you will get. This will keep on going for next 2 hours. And you will see that, 16 rounds done. You are happy. But you never chanted. Because you were busy with mind. So never argue with mind. We see our Acharya, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. There's the one fellow came, Rup Narayan. He said, I am Digvijay Pandit. I'm a scholar who has defeated everyone in the world. Now I have come. I came to know you both are very learned. I want to defeat you. Rupa Goswami says, we are not learned. We are very simple. We just do some bhajan. We are not at all learned, even though they are greatest. They didn't want to argue with this man. So then Rupa Narayan said, okay, give me in writing that you have accepted defeat from me. They both signed it. Blank paper, go away. So we should not argue with mind. Don't get into any discussion with mind, especially while chanting. Just ignore. Just ignore. And remember that we have to practice chanting day after day, week after week, year after year, and life after life. So don't think that I will jump to another process. Just keep chanting. Just keep chanting. In Vedic times, Guru will tell. It's like Dhruv Maharaj. Narad Muni told him, you go to Madhuvan near Yamuna, make a deity of Lord Vishnu. Take bath in Yamuna and chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And after 6 months, who came? Lord Vishnu standing there. It's not that Dhruv Maharaj is every now and then checking with his Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, what shall I do next? Yesterday I chanted, what shall I do today? What shall I eat? Or he's sending every day WhatsApp message? No. Once it is told, you just keep doing, keep doing, keep doing. Till the time you attain perfection, you just keep doing. That patience is required, but because of mode of passion, patience is gone. So only way is we have to come to mode of goodness, and that is how, if you want to be in goodness, just ignore the mind. Keep on doing same activity every day. Then we will see that we are stable, we are focused, we are determined, and we are able to hear the Mahamantra. And then we'll be able to relish and attain success. Till that time, just ignore the mind. Hare Krishna. Shri Harinam Prabhu ki jai.